I think a lot of customers don't realize that when we talk about identities, that it goes beyond people. And the challenges with a lot of companies, the teams that are responsible for people identities are not the same people who are making the identities that enable things to do things in the public cloud. Those are coming from developers and service users and application identities and roles. And especially when an organization has invested in a concept of least privilege already, they may actually create more identities for themselves. Because when you start talking about excessive permissions means that you're looking in the past to tell you what an identity has used. When you start narrowing that down, you realize that to keep that least privilege, least access going, you have to actually, so like in AWS, you have to actually create more roles, because you don't want to use managed policies. You don't want to use as many inline policies. You may still use them, but the net effect is that organizations who are really invested in least privilege will have 2 to 3 times more roles in AWS than if they were to follow an effective permissions plan. And the reason is because they're going to have to duplicate these roles in all of the accounts that they have across all those accounts. So if you have 100 accounts and you need a role to be in all of those accounts to do whatever you need it to do, you've got 100 roles now. The reason that's challenging is while you are creating a benefit by reducing the permissions that those identities have, by creating more identities, you're almost nullifying the ability to control what those roles do unless you have something that's able to track and understand all of the roles that are being created.